Hello and welcome, friends of the Dowie. I have for you today a very interesting battlecast, and I say interesting because the ending to this is so nail-bitingly close. Is that a thing? Nail-bitingly? I feel like I just made that up. I don't know, but it is so close, it will blow your mind. I honestly, you'll just have to wait and see which way it goes, but it's just stupid close, I can tell you that. So, we'll go ahead and put this in slow mode while I'm talking, because there's no need to have it paused. But we have, of course, this is a campaign battle that I'm playing over on my Twitch. Link below. So please feel free to check that out and be part of the action live. But we have me playing as the Dwarfs, of course, taking on two armies of the Greenskins. So we will very quickly run over my army comps here. My front line is pretty much made up of Dwarf Warriors entirely. In fact, it is made up of Dwarf Warriors entirely. Just a solid line of Dwarf Warriors. And we've already taken, you may notice, some damage here because we were in a fight just before this. So we've taken some damage, but my Dwarf Warriors are excited for battle, more than ready to fight this foe. My secondary line is, of course, I have 5 units of Dwarf Quarrelers hanging out, ready to lay down some fire on these filthy Greenskins. And I have in reserve, I have a unit of Hammerers. Literally one of my favorite units. These guys are fantastic. I love Hammerers. And I have a runesmith. Oh, I forgot. Look at you, little buddy. Look at you. Yeah, okay. And then we are, of course, led by Thulgrim Grudgebearer, who is just looking upset and unhappy on his throne, even though he's being lugged around. And I have my 2 units of Grudge Throwers who are putting in work right now. So we will very quickly run over and take a look at the Greenskins who are already feeling the wrath of this Grudge Thrower, I'm sorry. They have several units of Orc Boys. They're being led by the Goblin Great Shaman, I'm sorry. And more Orc Boys. I don't think there's anything special about this first force. They don't even have any skirmishers. This second force, which I believe is the actual army, that's the garrison that I was attacking. They have some nasty skulkers, which let's take a look at these guys. Very nasty. We's gobbers. And they have some goblins with some spears, some more stalkers, orc boys, and you know what? Do they have... Oh, they're still coming in. Yeah, they're still coming in. So there's the secondary army. Are these... What are these? Come out of there. Okay, just more orc boys. So this secondary army is quite large as well. Look at the reinforcements, and they're being led by Grimgor Ironhide. Let's slow this down and get a good look at him, because he is just... Gosh, you would not want to mess with Grimgor Ironhide. Look at him. More than ready for battle. Holy cow. Okay. So, let's take it out. Let's see how things are going over here. Grudge Thrower's still putting some work down over here. We'll go to normal speed. Get rid of that. Yeah, Grudge Bearers putting down work. There's no skirmishers in this first army, which is what I always try to kind of focus down before they get to my front line. Oh, what a hit. Yes. Perfect. Grudge Throwers putting in work, and they have now come within range of my Quarrelers, so we're going to start absolutely tearing them apart. Let's get a look at what it looks like approaching this dwarf wall. Just look at the fire coming in. Wow. Not going to be good. Not going to be good. You can see we've moved one of our Dwarf Warriors off so to prevent a flank, and we will we'll get a cinematic shot. Actually, we'll just do it normal speed, but we will get a cinematic shot of battle being joined here. Yes, there we go. I love it. I love it. Nice. Look at... Oh! Friendly fire there. Watch it, guys. Good lord. And we've got another unit of Dwarf Warriors set up to protect this flank. The Orcs decide they would rather not. do they have running around back here? We've got some more orc boys running around back there. So I decided to send my hammerers over to this flank because they're hitting the left flank. The right flank, as you can see, is pretty much untouched. They decide after this first engagement to pull back just a little bit. I think they're waiting for their resources, which are massive. Look at this army. Oh my god, look at that. But my grudge thrower is already putting the work in. Look at them. Here they go. Yes. Awesome hits. Man, there's... I tell you what, though. Orcs do look cool running in formation. Look at this just huge blob here. Dang. Oh, here we go. Okay. Alright, let's go check our front line again. So we still got an engagement here. Between the orc boys and our dwarf warriors. We do have quarrelers back. I've sent up my runesmith to try to guard this right flank because they're attempting to flank around. So I actually send my lord and my runesmith over here just to keep them from getting my quarrelers. And elsewhere, everything is going a-okay. Hammers are having no problem holding this line over here, but they are sending a lot of reinforcements around this left flank. They're hitting this position hard. So we're going to hold our front line. We're going to use our quarrelers to the best of their abilities. These dwarf quarrelers are just awesome. Just awesome. Sending in the gobos. Oh yeah, get them. Look how tiny the gobos are compared to everybody else. I guess they're about the same size. They're a little bit shorter than the dwarves even. Good lord. And we have battle joined on our front line now. Oh! I've never seen that animation. He just jumps full in. My lord. Alright, so battle is joined all across the front line now. We've got dwarf units holding off a mixture of gobos and orc boys at this point, with quarrelers in the back putting down fire. I do turn and start to try to support this left flank just a little bit because I see this coming around and I need these units freed as soon as possible. I still... Okay, yep, so they do with their secondary army bring up some orc shootas, or orc archer boys, I'm sorry. Yeah, shootas, you know what I mean. So I use my grudge throwers pretty much exclusively at this point to get their archers off this battlefield. I've got enough going on. We do not need to add that to our list of problems, along with this flank on the right side of these stinking gobos. Let's get a good view of what's going on here. Where are you guys going? Luckily, though, they're not smart enough to go for my quarrelers who were left wide open. So, yep, just straight into my lord, which is fine. He can hold his own, and they immediately start to break. Probably because of the supporting archer fire. So we got pockets of fighting still going on here. Our main line is really just holding there to protect the quarrelers at this point. Still getting some fire in on the flank of these. Oh, is that old Grimgor? It is. Grimgor's in the front line. Uh-oh. Grimgor is in the front line. Get him, Grimgor. He is just getting tore up by it. Look at the archer fire bounce off of his armor. Oh, come on. What's the dust about? Look at it just bounce off of his armor. That is so awesome. Oh, no. Oh, no. Grimgor. Calm down, dude. Calm down. We've got the archers focusing down Grimgor, who is dead. He is dead. But that archer fire, I gotta tell you, that archer fire bouncing off his armor is like the coolest thing. Oh, my lord. Leave him alone, Oh, he knocked a bunch of his own orcs back. That's awesome. Look at them. They're just, get him, boss. Not today. Grimgor is about dead. Let's actually see what his health is at. His health is at 500. So he'll be able to hold there for a second, but he's not long for this world. And it looks like they're keeping their Goblin Great Shaman back, casting spells. Very smart. This unit did run out of ammunition, so I decided to send them in to kind of support this left flank, which is still getting hit remarkably hard. Look at the fighting over here. This is intense fighting. You can't even tell where the front line is anymore. It's just dwarves surrounded almost entirely by greenskins. Let's check on our right flank here. We did have some orc boys sneak in here and get to our quarrelers, but they wish they hadn't at this point. Yeah, you should have thought about it. You should have thought about it. So they will go back to shooting. And it looks like our Lord and Runesmith are doing a pretty good job of holding down this right flank, although we do have some more Goblin reinforcements coming in. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, we've sent in another unit of Quarrelers who are out of ammo. We're still focusing down their archer units, the one that's fleeing right now, to make sure that it doesn't come back. We need to turn these and face down the one that's shooting at us. That'd be fantastic. Don't you think, me, in this battle? Use your head. Use your head! Alright, so we are sending support onto this left side. This is where things start to get interesting. We start to rout them off, but they do come back because they're not broken, they're just routing. So they will come back, and I try to send these units up to stop the firing here. Yep, that is because we did run out of ammunition for our grudge throwers, but I did not. I was trying to keep these guys out of combat because I did not want to lose my grudge throwers. We've got some orc boys coming in for the grudge throwers, though, who are going to pull back, and we're going to use these quarrelers to shut that advance down here. On our right flank, we're still in a huge ball of greenskins. Let's see what the fighting looks like over here. Very nice, boys. Get them. Yes. All right. Awesome. 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 And we have a flank from behind, which is not going to be fantastic, especially on our quarrelers. But our lords are breaking them on this side, which is they're winning the battle quite easily. And Thorgrim still has a decent amount of HP. He's got 5,300, so we're still happy with that. But the problem is they're returning units, and now we're completely out of skirmishing forces. So it's a huge problem. Again, our left flank is still under a lot of pressure. Got orc boys and, what are these? Yeah, nasty skulkers pushing in on one unit of quarrelers, two units of quarrelers. No, I was right. One unit of quarrelers, 2 units of dwarf warriors, hammerers, and we did eventually have to send in our grudge thrower catapult crew, who are not scared of this foe in the slightest. Look at them. Yes. Alright, we got some debuffs coming down. Not a huge problem because we are breaking a good number of them on this side, which is fantastic. We've got breakage in the middle. Ooh, breakage. I'm gonna start. That's my new word. We got breakage in the middle. This unit just ran out of ammunition. We've used every bit of ammunition that we have on this battlefield, which is unfortunate because there are units up here with not a lot, but still a little bit of ammo, and that is critical in these late battles. So we have to send up units to push them back, silence those archers. We cannot have them shooting at our engaged units. The good thing about dwarves is, though, they're heavily armored, so archer fire doesn't affect them. Well, I say it doesn't affect them, as this poor guy dies to an arrow in the shoulder. I think you could have shrugged that one off, pal. That's in your shoulder. You're fine. Walk it off. So at this point, it is just everybody into melee. We've got their Goblin Great Shaman coming in close, probably using up the last of their magic. And there he is. Ugly little gobbo. Dwarf Hammerers are taking a beating. Dwarf Warriors are holding. We got our cannon crew over here with our quarrelers trying to push back this unit of orc boys, and they are breaking them, so that's fantastic. There we go. Supporting fire from these orc era boys. I'm sorry, orc era boys. Here, our poor grudge throwers sitting, not being used. Unfortunate. And Thorgrim is still doing okay. Still doing okay. He lost a bit of HP, but we have no choice but to have him in the fight at this point. There's just no other way around it. We've got, oh man, I was using my my catapult crew to try to chase off some routing units, and they actually ended up getting just finished in the battle, which is unfortunate, but it happens. It does happen. So we are still kind of controlling the battlefield here. It's not going terrible. The only thing out of our control are these archers, but they are out of ammo too. So there is no more skirmishing once this unit runs out of ammo, period. No more skirmishing. And we are breaking all of their troops on this left side, which is fantastic. Some more debuffs coming down from the Greenskins. Yep, smoke bomb. Smoke bomb, which is not good because, I mean, it's not going to hurt because we're already in melee, and that's mostly to dampen charge speed and speed, as you can see, which dwarves are already slow, but the charge speed isn't going to help. They were just throwing out whatever they had. And here we have the retreating gobos. Yeah, get out of here. Alright. So at this point we decide I've got to pull up these units and support our Lord on this side, because while he is doing okay, he is losing HP, and if we let our units get separated, they'll be easily picked off by the returning Greenskin forces. So I need to stay clumped up so that we can support each other and form some sort of defensive position out of this. That unit still has ammo? Oh no, they just ran out of ammo. Alright. So we've got a skirmisher battle going on up here. Oh no. Well, that guy didn't make it immediately. Skirmisher battle going on up here. And they have the upper hand because we are severely damaged. But we've got 2 units of quarrelers here, and we instantly start to break their troops, which is fantastic. I need all of the men that I can get. This is going to come down to a nail biter, guys. It is so close. You will not believe it. Alright, so they're sending in their Goblin Great Shaman now. He is entering melee. Let's get a look at him. He is officially in the melee. Oh, and he's gone. Oh, he's not gone. I'm sorry. I lost him in the crowd. He's right there, surrounded by dwarves. That poor... Oh, he ran into the hammerers too. Bad move, bro. Bad move. I do not believe he is long for this world. What are we looking at here? 200 HP? Yeah. Yep. So we do manage to keep this line here pretty well intact. I'm using my archers to kind of run down any troops that are leaving. Our Lord now, we did lose our runesmith. It is just Thorgrim over here, or Thorgrim, whatever, doing the Dowie's work over here. Look at him. Oh, yes! Oh my god. So they just use him like a battering ram? Is that what I'm seeing? They just throw him at people? Oh, okay, no, he's swinging his axe. Okay. I literally thought they were just beating people with the king, and that would have been the greatest thing I've ever seen. Alright, and look at this balance of power. Still even. After all of this fighting, after 15 minutes of straight combat, still even. That's how close this battle is. It's insane, because while all these units are routing, they are not broken. They will come back, and we will have to fight them again. So we start to rally our defenses to Thorgrim to try to... or Thorgrim. I'm sorry. Good lord. I'm terrible at that, and I apologize. We're rallying our forces over to Thorgrim Grudgebearer to attempt to kind of put more units around him so he's not taking every bit of the damage. And we start to try to push him to his units. So this unit of Orc Boys tried to stop us, which did not go well. But now Thorgrim is reunited with his army, and this is where we will make our last stand. Did I just see some... There's no way that they still have ammo. I thought I saw some ammo. I may not have. It's fine. Okay. So, here is our last fight. Right here. This is our final stand for this battle. This is where it comes down to it. Ooh, look at that hammerer out front. Just leading the way. My goodness. My goodness. I love the hammerers. They are probably my... Well, they're pretty close to my favorite dwarven unit, I would say. The entire dwarf army just looks insane. But they're pretty awesome. So we are rallying back to our point because we have just got to hold this point. We've got troops coming back everywhere. Balance of power is creeping slightly in our favor. So we have 141 dwarves versus 205 greenskins at this point. And there we go. There we go. We've broken them all. That, guys, came down to 140 dwarves. That is absolutely nuts. That is a nail-biter of a battle. So, if you enjoyed this, please remember to drop a like and subscribe. I will do more of these battlecasts if you guys like them. Let me know what you want to see. These are, so far, have just been battles from the campaign, which is live on Twitch. So, link will be in the description. Check that out. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.